Things are about to get ridiculous in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So we have the list of moveset changes, and there's too much to talk about in just one video. It looks like I'm going to have to update many movesets for Pokemon that aren't just in the 7th generation, and the first one is going to be Strength Sap on the Oddish. So that means like Blossom with Strength Sap. Eviolite Gloom might be just an absolutely terrifying tank now. Vileplume, that could still be usable, and that is just scratching the surface. So I am looking forward to the future, but there are some crazy and scary things out there, and that is what we are covering in today's video. So first off, what I did want to do is update with the new move tutors as well. So all of the other move tutors are pretty much the same, but then we have Telekinesis, Ally Switch, Defog, Liquidation, Stomping Tantrum, Throat Chop, and Laser Focus. Now, what I found interesting about this is that some of these seemed like more exclusive or very few Pokemon get access to these moves. I didn't know if they'd be bringing them back for a move tutor or just kind of leave them on those Pokemon, but it's kind of good to see that we have the expansion, and also everyone's happy to see Defog come back. Looking at the list, pretty much almost every flying type Pokemon. Like, imagine if Defog was a TM now, or an HM now. Like, remember how in Diamond and Pearl version, Defog is an HM? So many Pokemon got to use it. Well, it's like that for 7th generation. So now there's like flying type Pokemon or tankier Pokemon that have just quick access to Defog, going to make it harder for the entry hazards to stick. So I'm really liking that. And then Telekinesis and Ally Switch. So these are fairly interesting since Pokemon got access to them for a 5th generation TM. They didn't come back in ORAS, but now it looks like they're coming back in the 7th generation. Now for Ally Switch, not a lot of Pokemon got it by TM or anything like that. So again, another expansion. Need to keep our eye out for that when it comes to like double battles. A lot of Trick Room Pokemon like using it. Actually, you don't even need it on Trick Room because it is a priority of +2. So this could get sneaky, depending on how many Pokemon get expanded on. I haven't looked into the full list again. It's going to be more about the moveset guides. Kind of giving you guys an idea as to what to look for yourself. Maybe hit me up if you, or comment down below. Yeah, there it is. YouTube algorithm. Comment down below if you see some fancy things from all these like data mines and text dumps that you plan on using. Might make it into a moveset video. And then Telekinesis. Tons of Pokemon got Telekinesis for TM, so we're just kind of seeing that get updated into 6th and 7th generations. Pretty good stuff right there. And yeah, Throat Chop. So Throat Chop is another interesting move because it sounds really good. 80 base power, no sound-based moves, and also when you think about like sound-based moves are almost their own typing. Like there's enough coverage where you can see all that. You can't use any of those moves. It's like, it's pretty good. Kind of when you see Bulletproof has a lot behind it. Well, I mean, sound moves are effectively the same, but with Throat Chop, Incineroar, Sneasel. As is. So we get to see the expansion on that. Same with Liquidation. So all these moves right here going to get better. And Stomping Tantrum, I like that. I said this in a previous video, but it looks like the Pokemon Company for double battles, like Stomping Tantrum is a good out. If your move gets protected, it lets you play a bit more reckless and then have higher reward and then some safety to fall back on with a 150 base power ground type move to kind of throw back if there's some kind of tantrum be thrown once your move is protected, or if you just kind of do an intentional fail into a high damage move. There's a couple combos that can utilize that. But now let's go over the egg moves, over the moveset changes. There's a lot to talk about. I haven't even seen half this list. I was saving it for the video and then kind of doing live reactions. So Sandshrew with the Hone Claws, that's it. But it's mostly like the Strength Sap. Like nothing else matters. Oddish gets Strength Sap. A couple other Pokemon on this list get Strength Sap. And like, that's GG. Game over right there. Boom. End of story. Like, Strength Sap, -1 attack, while also getting healing benefits. And Pokemon like Jumpluff get that. So we're going to be talking about Jumpluff when we get there. But I mean, imagine that Jumpluff, with its crazy speed and already decent utility in doubles, can now just start removing attack off of Pokemon. I'm excited. I'm happy. Hopefully we really get to see an expansion of the metagame just off of these changes. Like some of these changes almost look good enough, and it's a reverse of what I expected. I expected in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that Pokemon would get buffs more than other Pokemon get, or the 7th generation Pokemon get buffs, not the other Pokemon. Because when you look at it, it seems like a lot of the Pokemon in the 7th generation were like intentionally underpowered, even though they had cool things about them. You know, there was a unique move, new ability, something that just made the Pokemon special and borderline overpowered, but then the stats didn't fall through or had really good stats and not a good moveset to back it up. So we do see some changes like that. The expansion of Pokemon's moveset through the move tutors, that's going to be really good for some of these guys. But then there's just, like, I think the most disappointing Pokemon to me is Shiinotic. Shiinotic gets Strength Sap and Spore, some of the most busted moves we've ever seen, and it just didn't get that good. And then we didn't even see a buff. Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I'd expect to see a buff for Shiinotic or all these other Pokemon that didn't really make it. There's no Z move for Sarina. There's no Z move for Togedemaru or anything like that. It's like, okay, what can we do now is the question. So yeah, some of these Pokemon, they got a little bit of extra, but now we're seeing the reverse of what I expected, in that the exclusive moves are going on to older Pokemon and making them much stronger. So Abra with Psychic Terrain. Alakazam being able to speed set a Psychic Terrain, I like that. That's good. Bellsprout. Bellsprout with the Strength Sap as well. Victreebel's kind of bulky and kind of good on the mixed attack, so that kind of works out. High horsepower on the Ponyta. I wanted to see more Pokemon get high horsepower. Like, it was so weird. We are in such a weird and unique situation with some of the Pokemon that just didn't get access. Things like two Pokemon Throat Chop, but then if we go into the Stomping Tantrum, again, it's like, or not Stomping Tantrum, the high horsepower, why didn't some horse Pokemon get it? All the Pokemon learn high horsepower right there. GG. I don't know. So it's like Ponyta, Ponyta doesn't have access to the Earthquake, right? And that's single target. So yeah, Rapidash being a more physical attacker just gets extra slight little bit on the moveset, but anything helps when you break it down. So that's pretty nice to think about. Let's see. First impression on the Farfetch'd and also Final Gambit. That's pretty sick right there. Grimer, Power Up Punch makes sense. Power Up Punch not coming back as a move tutor was very surprising to me. So it looks like Game Freak is still kind of gating the Power Up Punch because it did get a little too carried away in the 6th generation. Onyx with Wide Guard, possible. Drowsy, Psychic Terrain, Power Split. So Hypno with Power Split might pull something off. Cubone gets Curse. Makes a lot of sense going into the Alolan Cubone and stuff, or Alolan Marowak. Lickitung with Thrash. Lickitung didn't get Thrash. Interesting. So Lickilicky has high base power access if it wants it. Coughing Venom Drench, Tangela Wake Up Slap. So some of these are just like thematic, like, oh, Tangela with a Wake Up Slap. That's silly. It's probably not going to be usable at all, but I mean, we are just seeing some expansion to a Pokemon's theme. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with movesets being adapted to a Pokemon's theme, even if it doesn't really add much to the Pokemon, because I think it just kind of works, you know? That's how I feel about it. Snorlax with the Power Up Punch, Centrip, Baby Doll Eyes, Hoot Hoot, Mean Look, Hurricane, Ladybug, Endure Counter. I mean, Ladian makes sense. Ladian needs much more buffs than just a moveset change, though. It, like, needs some hard stat buffs, some Mega, or something ridiculous. Spinarak coming in with that Lunge. Ariados with Lunge. Let's see. Ariados already got a slight stat buff. So we're going from 77-60 to 77-70. Not really much else, right? It's slow Pokemon. Lunge is a pretty awesome move. And again, look at this. So few Pokemon got access to Lunge that you didn't really feel it. So this is a very, I feel like, okay, Pokemon Sun and Moon confirmed to be just like intentionally handicapped to make Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon the better game. Like, I don't know anything else about it, but either way, Lunge is pretty busted. Lowers the target's attack stat by 1 stage. Good on sweeping Pokemon. Ariados, I think it just gets blown up before it gets a chance to really use it, so not sure how to feel about that. Hoppip with Strength Sap. I mean, Jumpluff. Let's take a look at Jumpluff's stats. Like, it already has a higher special defense, so 75, 95, that's all right. 110 on that speed, and then now you just outspeed the Lunge, wreck him right there. Then you can also not Lunge, the Strength Sap. So you're getting healing. Free healing, that's also larger than a Synthesis, because for the most part, if you're just stealing half the attack stat, you get half healing for 2 or 3 usage of it. It's ridiculous. So that's going to make you more defensive. You have special defense on lock, and then you're just good. And then you can also still throw down status like the Sleep Powder. You can throw down the Stun Spore. You can really mess people up with the Jumpluff. So it getting Strength Sap, that is terrifying. I see it being a double support all day long. Apalm, so Ambipalm into the Tail Slap. This is where things get ridiculous, because like the skill link on Ambipalm, who's going to use it? Well, Tail Slap, that's going to be good stab, good. Oh yeah, Tail Slap doesn't even like. It's not legal because of, like, this is still for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Tail Slap, though, I think it's like 25 base power and then stab, so crazy damage. And it's going to be like the Chinchino skill link, King's Rock, you know, heavy shutdown. So what's the, see, I never know how to spell this Pokemon. So effectively, so we have 100 on the attack, 95 on attack, so same speed, just slightly more damage on the Ambipalm if you want to do it for the skill link. And then Ambipalm can still run all kinds of really good stuff. You can have elemental punches. So Chinchino would be just exclusive skill link, flinch lockdown. Ambipalm could have more coverage on top of that. Fake out into Tail Slap, that's wreckage. And then you can go for flinch hacks, or you can also just go for raw damage if you need to. And Ambipalm's still gonna, it's a nice quality of life. Might make it slightly more usable, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with adding slightly more usability to things. Whirlwind on the Whismur, that's interesting. Delibird with counter, Tearful Look, Volbeat with the lunge, Aromatherapy on. Yo, Illumise? Are you wait? Prankster Aromatherapy? Hold up, that's pretty good. Oh man. So that gives us a little bit extra to use right there. I like that. Power Whip, Heavy Slam on the Numel. I saw people talk about that. That's kind of interesting. Power Punch, Play Rough, Swablu. Altaria with Play Rough. Dragon Dance, Altaria, Play Rough. Why is no one talking about? Where is that one? Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, Altaria, Mega. Well, I mean, I guess never mind. I got carried away because right, Pixelate. So I mean, it means you can run regular Altaria. No, but then it doesn't get the fairy type. Nah, never mind. Never mind. Play Rough doesn't really add too much because you just return Pixelate for much more damage. Got carried away there for a second. Chimeko with Crafty Shield, Perish Song, Tropius on Dragon Hammer. I also saw some people telling me that like some of the move tutor stuff was pretty good because you get the Defog on Klefki now. That's scary. Prankster Defog. Power Punch, Zangoose Belly Drum. A lot of people are excited to see that one. Been seeing some strats thrown around my fan Discord. Piplup, Power Trip, Piplup. It makes sense for Empoleon. That's royalty abusing its power. We got Helping Hand on Buizel, Grassy Terrain. So it's only like one move added, which is weird. It's not like we're getting a huge overhaul. I guess it's also factors in with some 7th generation Pokemon. 7th generation Pokemon, they get the moves. We now have Pokemon Bank Pokemon coming through, and then that's where we get the access to the egg moves, and then making it just available from the start. Meteor Mash Lucario, though. That's scary. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, though. Finneon with Confuse Ray, Tepig with Burn Up. I was hoping more Pokemon getting access to the Burn Up as well. Duat, Oshawott, Samurott, Sacred Sword on the Samurott. That's pretty nice. Spiky Shield, Pansage. Flare Blitz, Panseer. Sure, I'll give it to you. That's alright. Faint Blitzel. Other ones get access to moves. It just kind of makes sense. Psychic Terrain, Delphox, Power Punch. So then we got Froakie with the Power Punch. No one really using the Power Punch Greninja because so many Pokemon just got the Power Punch. Skiddo, Grassy Terrain. Yeah, Grassy Pelt, Grassy Terrain, fun stuff. Nasty Plot, Spritzy, Swirlix, Sticky Web, Guard Swap, Faint, Tearful Look, Curse on Pumpkaboo. That's alright. Power Trip, Powder on Cutiefly. Yo! Powder making a return right there. That's pretty cool. Whirlpool, Wishy Washy. Keeping the opponent in could maybe work out, and then Pyukumuku with the Spite. PB stalling with like the unkillable Pyukumuku. Want to see it. Some moveset changes. Removed Headbutt level 29 into the Wake Up Slap. Spotlight on Lantern. Oh, makes sense. 100%. Absorb instead of Tackle on Hop Hip, Skinflube, Jumpluff. That actually is pretty good for using it in like storyline stuff. Aqua Ring Palkia. Removing Aqua Tail. Venom Drench. Noble Roar. Ominous Wind, Rowlet, Dartrix. Ooh, wasn't that egg move only? Wasn't that like exclusive egg move or something? But now that's actually pretty nice. Like, Rowlet getting Ominous Wind at level 16, that has got to be fun for all you Rowlet fans out there. Decidueye, Phantom Force Decidueye? That's not right. Wait, that's not. Okay, I'll say that's hype, guys. I will say that's pretty hype on the Decidueye. So, you Rowlet fans just got rewarded in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. My goodness. Incineroar with that double kick. Primarina with the Icy Wind. This is all level up. Like, Icy Wind, that'd be move tutor anyways. Lurantis gets Night Slash now. Extra coverage. Not bad. Power Whip Sarina. That's big damage. That's big damage. And Komodo with the Close Combat. Necrozma, Photon, Geyser. So, like I said, small quality of life, slightly more usable. Some things are absolutely broken. Anything that gets Strength Sap is going to become, like, incredible. So I want to see, dude, Blossom, it's a tank. And then you can go Quiver Dance, Strength Sap, and then the opponent can't do anything to you. So I'm a fan of a lot of what I'm seeing right here, and it seems like some Pokemon are just going to get a little bit of extra usability. We'll have to update movesets, and it's going to be like Pokemon Sun and Moon all over again. A little bit of extra for some of the Pokemon that are from older generations. That's pretty awesome stuff. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.